Hey everyone. So today is 4 weeks post surgery. Still a little bit of pain, but we'll get into that after my first PT appointment tomorrow. But today it's an interesting topic. Very, very interesting. Is Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. 2 necessary? Well, how can we describe that first fight? Dramatic, exciting, back and forth, arguably one of the best fights of the year so far. None of those are understating the fight. They're pretty spot on. Now, turkey a la gravy wants it. And so far, everything he has wanted, he seems to get. But he wants it in September. That's 5 months away. So that means these guys recover and jump right back into another camp. And these camps that these two guys just went through were hard. It was hard for Chris to get down to weight. As a matter of fact, he missed. And it was tough for Conor Benn to get the weight done the right way to come up. So it's a tough ask to get these guys to do it again in 5 months. Eddie loves the idea. Of course Eddie Hearn loves the idea. It's a lot more money in his pocket. Now, both guys did hurt each other. And look, I expected Chris to get a victory. I thought he would finish him in the 11th round. You could go back, watch the prediction video. I'll link it down below on one of these sides, right? So after this video, click on it and watch my prediction. I was just about spot on. And those uppercuts were sneaky and they did land nicely. And Conor really put it on Chris. And he did it multiple times. Now, did the weight management have anything to do with Chris Eubank Jr. getting stung as much as he did? I don't know. And I don't think we'll ever know. None of us are scientists. And I don't know if he honestly knows. And if he's being honest, he got hammered a couple of times. Here's why I say that fight, doing it again, is unnecessary. Let it be a one-off. Let them go back to their separate ways. You know, let Conor go back down to 147. Let Chris move on. That is what I think is better. And hopefully the guidance of both their fathers, if we're looking at things honestly, does right by their sons. Where money is, it doesn't matter how much, not even a factor. Now, Conor has to, by osmosis, have learned a whole bunch of lessons. So everything he learned in this fight, he could take back down to 147 and be that much better. And look, he dared to be great, and you can't take anything away from him about that. And look, him and Mario Barrios have some business to take care of. Okay? Now, I don't necessarily know if that would be the next fight for Conor Benn. There is actually one other fight I would like to see Conor Benn take at 147. Should Rolly Romero lose this weekend to Ryan Garcia, and is a good chance of that happening, I'd like to see Rolly and Conor Benn throw it. Because look, Rolly is unorthodox. Conor can be unorthodox. Conor has more power, and I'd like to see, because both of them do have quick hands at 147. So Rolly Romero and Conor Benn would be a fun fight to get him back down to 147 before he does the Mario Barrios fight. I think that would be enjoyable. Now, as far as Chris Eubank Jr. is concerned, honestly, what I hope he does is take the W, take the money, and call it. Go out on top. Go out on this. I don't see Chris Eubank at 160 truly being in real title contention or title talk. You know, maybe, you know, if I would have to pick somebody for him, I don't know, like something like a Troy Isley. You know, Troy Isley's on the way up. Let's see if that young lion can hang with the wily veteran that Chris Eubank Jr. is. I think that might be a halfway decent fight. But in no way, shape, or form do I think Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. need to fight again. Okay, look, was this firecracker a fight, Hagler Hearns or Gotti Ward? No. Okay, were both guys bloody messes? No, as a matter of fact, the only real cut happened on a accidental head clash. But both guys know that they took damage. And I don't necessarily know if they did it again, the result would be the same. Especially if I'm Chris Eubank, I'm wondering. Because look, if Conor Benn is more disciplined, just pounding on the body, just touch the body, touch the body, touch the body, so much where he busts him up inside that the hands come down and then he just lights his chin up, I don't know if he survives another fight, honestly. He even said post-fight he didn't expect Conor to be that tough. Well, he got taught a lesson. Conor Benn is that tough. He's about that life. I wouldn't tempt fate, you know. You got the win. Yeah, sure. It wasn't, you know, a finish. Take the money and walk away. You know, he got taken to the hospital because they thought he had his cheek broken. A more disciplined, a more precise, not wild swinging Conor Benn hurts him more. I don't know if I'd want that. Yeah, all the bravado of I'll fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. A little bit of common sense, a little bit of brain power goes a long way, folks. I just don't see it. I think, especially now that the Eubanks have squashed what was going on, I think the sons need to listen to the dads. Doing this again just doesn't make sense. Let me know what you guys think. Tell me down below. Please subscribe to the channel. Okay, punch that subscribe button for me. Share the video, like the video. I'd appreciate if you did all that stuff, honestly. It costs you nothing and it helps me out. So, till the next video, Cyclone saying peace out, homies.